drives that ball. It's belted left field, going back two-run shot, and that was a no-doubter. I'm Joey Palatsky today, joined by a couple of players from Princeton University coming to the Albany this summer. Kyle Vinci returning from last summer's squad, and Caden Shapiro joining him in Albany this summer as well. Guys, thanks for coming on here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's start with, we can go to both of you guys here. So obviously, Kyle, you were on this 2021 team last summer, so you can talk about what went into your decision to come back this summer, and then Caden, you can take it and just talk about why you decided to come up to Albany this summer.
Yeah, so I love the environment. I love the coaching staff. My season got cut short with an injury, but when Coach Davey asked me to come back, I was just super excited to get another chance.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from Kyle, and along with the recommendation from our coaching staff, it felt like a good fit.
Yeah, definitely. We're excited to get both you guys up here and for this summer. But Kyle, obviously you were up here last summer, so you were up here for just a couple months, but you have a little bit of Albany experience. You can go ahead and tell Caden whatever some of your favorite spots are in the capital region, and just overall what advice you'd have to any players coming in this summer.
My favorite stadium we played at, aside from our home park, was Amsterdam. So get excited for all the events they have going on there.
Yeah, Amsterdam, they definitely put on a show up there. But yeah, Kyle, you were on this Albany team last summer and first summer at Keynote. What'd you think about your experience at Dutchman Field at Keynote Park last summer?
I loved it. I loved all of our home games. I loved having some of the little league guys come onto the field, and just enjoying the time with them, enjoying time with the fans, especially the host families, getting to know all the people around there. I just really enjoyed every part of it.
Yeah, so obviously you guys are one of the, there's going to be a couple pairs of teammates joining this team this summer, and obviously everyone's in unique situations, coming from all over the country or coming by themselves or with one or two teammates, whatever it is. But with you guys just getting to come together, Caden, you can start this one, but just how much does it mean to you coming into a brand new city, but you're really not going in there alone. You got Kyle coming with you, and then Kyle, you're not coming in this summer alone. You got your guys, your returners from last year, and you got Caden coming with you from school as well.
Yeah, sort of like I mentioned, I've heard nothing but good things from Kyle, and it also helps. Kyle and I are pretty close here at Princeton, so we had talked about maybe going somewhere and getting after it in the summer together. So I'm definitely looking to the aspect of not only competing with him, but training with him and just, kind of spending our summer together. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, going into last season, I didn't really know many people up in Albany, but it only took a few days before we became super close, training together, practicing, playing games. But going up there with Caden is going to be a great opportunity for both of us to keep working together.
Yeah. Now, Kyle, I want to get into your summer a little bit last year. Obviously, it was cut short. One of the things that stood out to me, you came in obviously with your freshman year in the Ivy League being canceled and a little bit of a slower start, but you were one of the guys that really impressed me. And that stretch, you really picked it up. 6 for 17 to close your season before you got injured. A couple multi-hit games in there, a couple home runs as well. Just talk about really that adjustment and what really made you flip the switch and how you started hitting so well towards the end of that June month, early July it was.
It was really just working with Coach Davey on my swing and my approach. Just working in pregame on a timing sort of mechanism with my swing. Eventually I figured it out and started to hit the ball well.
Yeah, it was obviously, like you said, definitely started to hit it pretty well. And it was a pretty clear switch you made. Caden, you don't have any Dutchman background, but I want to get into your personal background a little bit here. One of the things that stood out to me on your looking at the Princeton baseball roster, only Canadian born player on that squad. So just talk about what it means to really just represent the entire country. I think you're probably the only Canadian guy we have on the team this summer, but at Princeton on the team, whatever it is, just talk about representing not only just your state, but your entire country.
Yeah, I actually grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and then I moved. I've been living in Toronto pretty much last few years, but I will say it's been a pretty incredible experience. Grew up in a small town in Cleveland, Ohio, and then one of the biggest cities in the world, obviously in Toronto. But I feel very proud to have played baseball up there. It's not easy. Toronto, it's tough. There's a lot of guys who struggle to get looks, guys constantly coming down to the US. So I feel proud to represent the area up there and all those guys.
Yeah, so obviously you, like you said, you made that move from Cleveland to Ontario, and I know I saw your father, Mark's the president and CEO of the Blue Jays. So just talk about growing up, just really around baseball your entire life and professional baseball at that as well.
Yeah, it's been a pretty, I've had some pretty amazing experience and, been blessed with some pretty incredible opportunities. Growing up around the game has only increased my love for it and what I'm willing to do, put in work. But I love baseball, and growing up around the game and watching guys at the highest levels work and compete, that definitely, gives me such a respect for the game and also acknowledgement for how hard it can be as well.
Yeah, definitely. I want to talk a little bit about both your guys, your individual seasons that's happening at Princeton right now. So Kyle, I want to get into it here. Again, a little bit of a slower start, not such a bad thing, but you had that home run against Richmond earlier this season, and just continuing. Obviously, it's a long season, but really, what's the mentality in this season right now for you?
I mean, like you said, it's a long season, so we're trying to keep working on the swing, keep working on the approach. Just hit the fastball, stay back on the curveball. Just try and simplify the game.
Yeah, of course, makes everything a lot easier. Caden, I want to talk a little bit about your side here. 286 batting average, 3 1/3 scoreless innings. Doing things two-way. Really, just talk about how that's been for you and your approach to both hitting and pitching. Obviously, a unique situation for you.
Yeah, I mean, Ivy League roster. Kyle will be the first one to tell you he's been here a little longer, but guys got to do different things. And that was one of the things coming in is, with a small roster size, just trying to do as many things for the teams I can. We have a pretty darn good outfield with some guys who are established here, and just trying to make most of any opportunity and contribute to any win that we can. So just trying to make the most of the times I get out there and just compete.
Yeah, you mentioned that Ivy League roster, and obviously when a lot of people see the school name that comes with you guys for Princeton, of course. Just talk a little bit about this, really, just for both you guys. Kyle, you can start it, but just talk about both your experience at Princeton academically and athletically as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we have a super small size team, but I don't think that's a disadvantage for us. I think it brings us closer together. Some of these other teams might have more depth than we do, but we're here every single day working together, and we take some of the same classes. We work on projects together. We practice together, work out together. So I think the academic side and the baseball side kind of come together, and it just brings us closer as teammates.
Okay, did you want to take the same thing as well? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think, some of the teams, for example, on our spring break, we were coming off our midterm week, there were guys on our squad sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night, writing 10 to 15 page papers. And we knew some of the guys were playing definitely did not have that type of workload. So, at some point, it's a little bit of a pride thing for us, but we feel like, we have to balance our time, academically and athletically a little bit more, but at the same time, it's no really excuse. We understand that we're fortunate to play some pretty good competition, and we got to go out there and compete.
Yeah, we're going to go out there and compete the rest of the school ball season and this summer in Albany for the 2022 Albany Dutchmen. That's all I have for you guys today. 2 Princeton University products. Kyle Vinci going to be returning from last summer's squad. Caden Shapiro going to be joining him in the Capital Region this summer as well. Guys, appreciate it. Thank you for coming on here today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it, Joey.